Hi, welcome back. Good to have you along with us. Beautiful afternoon for us here in Central Texas. Live look from our skyline weather camera on the HK Dodge Loop near the I-35 interchange there. Fair skies. You've got some nice weather clouds floating through the high altitude of Central Texas. I think tonight could be another night, maybe even worse than the last two nights. Fog developing across the area. I think first thing in the morning, you're going to see visibilities reduced to under 5 miles, perhaps less than 4 miles in a few spots, maybe even less than that. It's not going to last very long. This is at 7 o'clock in the morning. It'll probably start forming about 4 or 5 o'clock or so, be at its worst at 7. Sun comes up by 8 o'clock. That stuff is out of there, so it's looking like a beautiful afternoon for us across the Central Texas and the I-35 corridor, mainly because of this high pressure. But we've got this low sitting down in the Gulf waters right off the mouth of the Mississippi River, and there's been some wraparound moisture with that. And I talked about that yesterday as well. We're going to see a few showers making their way through East Texas over possibly into the Brazos Valley. That's been going on. But for the most part, this is also drawing a lot of moisture out of the atmosphere for us here. So we got low humidity values until the late night, early morning hours, and then the temperatures cool down enough that we start to see some radiational fog developing across the area. Again, allow yourself a little extra travel time first thing tomorrow morning if you feel like you might be affected by that fog. It is partly cloudy right now. At the airport reporting 75 degrees, 44% relative humidity. The barometer is on the rise. Our winds are out of the east-southeast around 9 miles an hour. Beautiful evening ahead for us. Temps tonight down into the low 50s. Perhaps not as cool as the last couple of nights. We've been to the 40s, but we'll go 52 in the morning in Waco, 53 in Temple, 55 Killeen, Coppers Cove. Tomorrow afternoon, look at this. Highs back up into the low 80s across Central Texas. Beautiful day. If you're traveling, Austin, San Marcos, San Antonio, pretty much the same story, perhaps a little bit warmer. We'll go 82 degrees for an afternoon high tomorrow across South Central Texas. Great big huge dome of high pressure sitting right on top of Southeast Texas. You look, I can see Liberty hiding back there behind the high temperatures because of the moisture in the atmosphere, reaching only up into the upper 70s, maybe a spot of rain tomorrow afternoon as well. So here's the forecast for tonight. Clear skies, patchy fog late, 52 the overnight low, and a light southeast wind around 5 miles an hour. Tomorrow, a morning fog. I think that's probably a pretty good bet. Then sunny and mild for the rest of the day. Our high getting up almost 80 degrees tomorrow. We'll go 81 on Friday with a little bit of an increase in cloud cover. Saturday, we talked about a front coming through. The front will make it in here, but I just don't see the moisture in place anymore. So I think the rain threat and storm threat probably is out of the picture for us on Saturday. Next Wednesday, however, may be a whole different story. We could see some thunder and lightning coming up on that time period about the middle of next week. Hope you'll join me in Eddy Saturday morning for the Childhood Cancer Awareness Parade. It ought to be a good time for all.
I know it will be, and I know people will be looking for you, Andy, because they always are.